trend proof, if that makes sense, right?
It absolutely does. I mean, that's wonderful. We're all looking for that. Those pieces are so limited, so be sure that you get them, get them before they're gone. And at that price, unbelievable. So when Jean and I were talking earlier before the show, and we were talking about the different colors of the stones in his rings, he said, I only use the colors that are represented by the best. This is the best emerald. And when you were talking, that's one of the things that's so wonderful about having a fine jeweler make jewelry in absolute is you know the color. You can look at an emerald and say, that's not a real emerald. That's a real emerald. That's not a real emerald. That color is from here. That color. I mean,
you can actually take that a step further. The fact that it would be called an emerald for me is not enough. What the real purpose here is to bring you the color of what everybody in the trade would consider as the color of emeralds. That Colombian garden, that deep green that sends a reflection, a light reflection of yellow through the stones, that's very vibrant. That is the emerald color that we're looking for. So if you were to research it online, you said, what is the color of a Muso mine Colombian emerald? That is the color that would come through. So this entire collection is always orientated towards replicating lab-created stones, the same color, the same vibrance as if you were to buy the most perfect emerald in the world. And that shot is a perfect representation of that. As your hand moves around, you can see that the stone is engulfing the light, keeping its tonality, its deep, dark green, yes, with flashes of lighter green. That is a perfect emerald. Those are the invaluable emeralds. And if we can talk about the mounting really quickly, there's something interesting about it is that there's 3 rows of stones that are sort of going underneath the ring, and then 2 rows that are just capturing the center stone. See, when you show it, the depth of the stone is on those 3 rows, and as you rotate, yes, exactly, and as you rotate, you can see the stone coming back again, always very low profile. Always low profile because it's got to follow the contour of your hand.
It's beautiful. It's one of those ones that you just can't take your eyes off of, and it just looks so stunning and surreal. I love it there on Melissa because the light is different, so it's going to look different in every light. And you see the sensation.
The idea is to create the experience of high and fine jewelry. And we recreate that by taking the colors to the book. Like, it's paramount that that ring, from a distance, from a few feet, even from a couple feet, looks like a genuine emerald of the best kind. Don't worry so much about whether it's a $100,000 emerald or $300,000 emerald equivalent. What's really important is that if money was no object and we could buy together the very best color emerald we can, and set it in a way that doesn't give away the fact that it's simulated. Be careful about the craftsmanship. Look at the brilliance of the absolute. You could not believe that this is not real. See, if I'm looking at Mel from here, from where I am, she's walking into the room, I'm not interested about how much I think the ring is. I'm interested about how beautiful it looks. I'm interested, that's what catches my attention. I think that's what catches everybody's attention, is really the look of the jewelry, not so much whether, is it real, not real, how much does it cost? It's kind of beside the point. It's pretty, and that's what we need to bring to the collection here.
Absolutely, and it's so finely crafted that even when it's right on your own hand, you can't stop looking at it. That beautiful simulated emerald is about 4 carats. Like, the equivalent of that would be about 4 carats, and it's cut just like you would see a genuine emerald. So that was the other thing that we were talking about when Jean was saying that that he doesn't cut the stones in any different way than he would cut a genuine emerald. So if you see the emerald here, it looks just like it would in a high-end genuine emerald ring. So we have less than 100 of these to go around. $99.95 just for today. Unbelievable. $24 gets this one home for you. And I wanted to mention we have those coordinating earrings. We saw those on Mel a little bit earlier.